And I think we are live. Yes, we are live. Hello, everyone. Yes, now I can see myself. Hopefully,
Hello, everyone.
the stream is working fine. Can some people comment and tell me if you can hear us? Vedansh, can you check once? Okay, I'll check.
Uh, to comment, you would have to subscribe, I think, because so no spam.
Yes,
Yes. The voice is audible, everything is working. Yeah, we started receiving the comments.
yes. Can someone confirm both me and Vedansh are completely audible? Okay, yes. Thank you for confirming. Hey, hi, Honey, Sanchit, Naman, Virus, Shashank, Parth.
Hello,
Okay,
everyone. Parshul, Karan, Sobit. Yes. I think we'll just wait for like 5-10 minutes. We'll wait everyone to join, and then we're gonna start the sessions. I think 5 minutes should be good enough for everyone to join.
right.
So we have a couple of questions for you. I think let's start with like easy one. Which year are you in? If you're in college or if you're graduated, you can just say graduated and you are currently in a job. Thank you. So, yeah. So are you in college or third year? Yeah. Good
Graduated
evening.
2022. Okay, fourth semester BC. Nice.
Good evening, Sarvesh.
I had a doubt. Can students join today? Yes, students can still join. At least for the first week, will be completely open. But ये सारे जितने भी doubts हैं, everything will be covering in a AMA session just after we complete all the information that we have to give from our side. Then you can ask
Yeah.
as many questions as you want. No issues.
Right. College first year, 2021 graduated. So the folks who are graduated, are they working somewhere or you're a working professional, like 1 year of experience, 2 years of experience, or you're on a break, like you're taking a break? Yes, Rachel Gupta. Yes,
Uh,
we will be able to accommodate everyone.
yes, and
We,
don't worry about things because we'll be explaining how the whole process for doubts and everything. If you have any concern, how will it be cleared? So you don't have to worry at all. Okay.
KCN, KC, quick, yeah, all the experience. It's we'll be starting it in like 5 minutes. So the question is, are you working or are you in college? To all the new people joining, and if you're in college, which year are you in? If you're working, how much experience do you have? So that we have a rough idea, of the type of audience who has joined us.
Sanket is asking, can you please brief about the team formation? Yes, absolutely. We'll be going through that as a topic for today as well. Yes.
Yeah, we have all the questions lined up. We will be
हाँ,
first answering in the first
तो
20
बिल्कुल एकदम हम
25
स्टेप बाय स्टेप चलेंगे। नहीं तो क्या होता है कि हम कोई स्टेप समझाने लगते हैं और उससे पहले के स्टेप्स आप लोगों को पहले से समझ नहीं आए होते हैं। तो there's a lot of confusion and then people start asking what's this, what's that, all that terminology. तो एक-एक स्टेप करके we will move on. ठीक है? We'll
Yes.
start in like 60 seconds from now on, and then the session will
I think we
continue.
can wait. Yeah, we can wait for another 1 or 2 minutes max and just start. Yeah. I think one more question, which may be slightly tricky on the very first day to ask, but a lot of you have come like, with some ambitions to get a good job. And you might have something holding you back, like, to becoming there. So what's your biggest fear out here to like, to become the software developer or to become a kick-ass developer? A lot of you have answered this question yesterday, which is maybe procrastination or uh, not getting sufficient time, college issues, a lot of that. So yes, nice. I think we have a lot of diversity here, a lot of different experiences. All right. So the bootcamp will be in English and Hindi, both of them, both of the languages. It will be in English. We will be covering a lot of this in the like as soon as we start. I think we have 300 people. Should we? I think we should wait for another 5-10 minutes. The people are just joining.
Let's wait for 2 more minutes, and then
Or
we'll
all
start.
right, all right. 8 or 2, we'll start.
Yes.
My voice is quite heavy. Okay. For first time I've heard about that. Yeah, consistency I feel is like uh, a lot of people have issues. मतलब बहुत सारे लोगों को कि regular नहीं हो पाते हैं. So that is something which we are well aware of that, and I think that is one thing which we are trying to solve very very aggressively. So yes. So we will be answering as your question in the 20 minutes, and then if you still think that's not answered, we can answer that in the end.
Yes.
Voice is low. Is my voice low or is Kshitiz's voice low?
मेरी आवाज तो अच्छे से क्लियर आ रही है. I think so. If needed, I can increase it as well. Or if it is okay, voice is
I think
clear.
it's my. All right. Awesome.
ठीक है, Vedansh, I think it's a good time to start now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Devsnest June 22 batch. We are launching the 7-month bootcamp on 20th, just 3 days from now. So I'll give you a brief intro of what is Devsnest and everything about the course, daily schedules, what is Scrum, what is groups, all the nomenclature which you have heard in the last week or so, batch leaders, team leaders, vice team leaders. How will the group start? Are there any issues when I will be asked to, I will not be able to attend the classes, the jobs, placements, referrals, everything we will be answering. So, first of all, Devnest is a virtual college, and we are trying to provide you with the most active learning community. I think which is what is the most important problem which is missing in a regular college for 99% of the colleges that we see out there. Our flagship program is a 7-month bootcamp course covering DSA, backend, and frontend. And what we want you here is to learn with your peers, meet them, build ambitious projects, network with them, and actually also build the college of your dreams or the college which you deserve. So our course will be a 7-month full stack bootcamp, which Kshitiz, can you describe more on?
Yes. So as Vedansh was saying, it's a 7-month full stack bootcamp program, and the only prerequisite right now is that you are understanding 11th or 12th standard maths or Hindi or English, दोनों में ही आपका comfort है, right? And if you are not actually very comfortable in Hindi, classes will be a mix of Hindi and English, but a lot of its part will be covered in Hindi only. But the doubt sessions can be covered in entirely the doubt sessions. There will be two kinds of doubt sessions basically. And the doubt session that I'll be taking that can be completely taken in English as well. If you have other doubts also, we can try to accommodate a little bit. But yes, that's kind of a prerequisite that we have set. Coming back to the course, um, it's a 7-month full stack boot camp, right? And it's starting from Monday itself, 20th of June, as you guys already know about, right? The boot camp will be covering 2 months of DSA that I personally will be teaching you, and teachers who are even better than I am in front end and back end will be coming and taking your classes for front end and back end subsequently. So 2 months of DSA in which we'll be covering 100 plus questions in DSA, all the topics from scratch and including introduction to Python, right? A lot of people ask the question over here that if I am good at some other language or if I don't want to work in Python, why Python? All these questions. So the reason for choosing Python is that Python is easy and you'll be able to kickstart things very fast, very soon you can start your journey into DSA. You don't have to You don't need that much amount of time to get like used to of Python. And after the course, once you understand DSA, then shifting from Python to another language is also just a matter of like 2-3 weeks if you ever want to do that. I would recommend everyone that yes, you can take the course in whatever language possible, C, C++, Java. I and other people are also well versed in this. A lot of people will be taking this course in different languages. But what they will be focusing upon, what we'll be focusing upon is purely support in Python and a little bit community support you'll get. Definitely a lot of community support you'll get from in your own languages, whatever you are planning to do, right? And that's it. You will be covering all the topics in DSA, and from scratch, at absolute scratch, we'll be starting things up. And I'm not going to repeat this, but this goes for every other thing also, not just DSA, but also for front end, also for back end also, right? So there is 3 months of front end, and then there is 2 months of back end course, right? In front end, there will be topics for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Redux, TypeScript, to name a few, and much more. And in backend, there will be topics like Express.js, Node.js, and MongoDB, MySQL, and a few more other a lot of more concepts, and then the number of technologies. And in front end and back end, there will be a lot of hackathons, like weekly hackathons will be going at that time, so it will be really good. You'll have a lot of more optional projects. Mandatory projects would there be in the course, but there will be weekly hackathons which anybody can take a part in, right? And we'll be covering around 10 projects, minimum of 10 industry grade projects in those 5 months of web development. In DSA, we'll be only covering questions. So DSA basically, yeah, that's it, right? So interview preparation after that, once you've covered all the course, there will be parallel sessions about how do you make your resume, how do you perform the best in an interview. All these things will be covered in parallel to the course, but there will be a specific time after the course that will be only required to focus upon interview preparation, resume reviews, or mock interviews with peers, and all those activities that um, you don't really have to be skilled only. You also have to perform well when the interview comes, right? So for that purpose, we'll be arranging a lot of activities and giving you a lot of stuff for that, right? After that, there will be job assistance in the part of there are a lot of companies that would want to that are actually coming to us for students. We don't have a lot of students right now, but at your time when you'll be done with the course, there will be a lot of companies who will be taking a lot of interviews from your side, hiring a lot of students from our side. And from our side, in the past course, our students are currently working in Amazon, Microsoft, DirectI, and a lot more companies. But basically, a lot of our students actually find jobs by themselves. So just going a little bit off topic, because I think this is very easy. In the entire course, I hope you are not focused upon the job part, but the skill part. Once your skill is ready, once you are ready with your skill, then you'll never have to ever think about finding a job. There are a lot more jobs than the number of skilled engineers in the world, right? So don't worry, you'll get your job very easily. But for the next 7 months, just prepare the way we are training you. We'll be also going through a lot of activities to build your social profiles, which will help you to land more jobs from yourself as well. And a lot more, a lot of people actually get jobs even before the course ends, right? By the whole process that we explained, right? A lot of activities will be happening in different platforms. So for the platforms, we'll be going just after this part, right? Yes, Vedansh, can you explain a little bit about our daily schedule, how students will be um, doing all the activities that are required?
Got it, got it. So live classes for the DSA will happen 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, as Sarvesh just messaged on the voice chat. Also, we will be having the live class at 8:30 p.m. every day. After that, there'll be a quick doubt session of like something which you didn't get, something which you need further clarification on. Though those sessions, like that session, will be just after the live class by Kshitiz himself on Discord. Also, there will be another doubt session which will happen in the daytime, which will be optional for you all to attend. If you actually have a doubt on the questions given the previous day, if you're not able to solve them, you can attend. This doubt session will be taken by a student mentor and will happen between 4 to 7 p.m. all the sessions will be recorded. We plan to record every sessions so that you all can, if you're not there at 4 p.m. or 7 p.m. or like in the right time, you can go out there and, attend that session again. Also, in the evenings, you would have to, which is compulsory, attend a scrum with your group, the timing of which you have to decide with your groups. So these all will be the regular activities. Besides that, when we have hackathons or other groups, those will happen usually for 2 consecutive days and will start in the evenings, like Saturday evening or Friday evening, and go up to Sunday morning or Monday morning. And those will be optional events, and we'll be very happy if you participate and participate in the course, right? All right. Please don't spam. We have read your question once, and we'll be taking the EMAs after in the end.
Right.
All right.
Some of the admin might come and just disable your chat function, so don't do it. There will be a secluded time. There's a time which we have already set after the video in which we'll be taking all your questions. So don't worry about it. Yeah.
All right. I think one of the questions which we have started seeing in the chat, and we have been hearing it. What is a Scrum? What is a group? What is peer learning? So we believe that discussions and debates are the only way for us to learn and grasp. So you will be learning together in groups with your peers. So what we will do is you can either come with your own groups, you can either invite your college friends, other friends from school who can do the course with you. If not, you can join a random group, see if the people there are like whom you want to work with, have very similar ambitions as you. Then you like, and every day you will be meeting your group for a scrum, which is a 15-minute meeting in which you will be discussing what have I done today, what I'll be doing tomorrow, how much backlog do I have, am I having any trouble or am I facing any doubts which I need clarification on, or what is the approach to the problems which other people have taken. Suppose, for example, if Kshitiz does a linked list question to you all and ask you to solve that, and if you might have taken one approach, but your peers might have taken different approaches, you would learn all the approaches there. And I think that is the best part of peer learning. So you'll be learning every day in your groups. So in your groups, you have to decide the time with which you all can meet, the time which suits you all. You also have to decide your team leader and vice team leader, somebody who can manage the group and can meet every day. The team leader's responsibility will be to mark the attendance and to check like who all are active. If any chance you are inactive, we will replace and we will get somebody else in the. If two groups have less number of people, less than 10, we will merge the two groups so that both the groups have users between 10 to 15. That is what our ideal number is, what we are looking at. All right. I think there are some other nomenclature here, which is batch leader, team leader, and vice team leader. Kshitij, if you can go into detail of
हाँ
this.
यार ठीक है. I hope my voice is clear now because some people were having issues and I got a lot of people in the chat saying that my voice is a little low. Is it just fine now? Am I clear? What will be the session timings? 8:30 for the normal sessions. Yes. Okay. It is still low. Okay. Does that help? Okay. ठीक है. तो आगे 2-4 और चीज़ें समझनी है. उसके बाद ये सारे के सारे अलग-अलग कॉन्सेप्ट्स कहाँ पे प्लग इन होते हैं. We'll go through that. Where does groups come in? Where do Scrum come in? And we'll understand that in the part of learning together and all these things. ठीक है. तो 3 चीज़ें जो कि as concepts you should know about these nomenclature, right? Batch leader, team leader, vice team leader. All the people who will be taking the course, more like 99.99% of you guys will be working in teams only, and that is what we recommend as well. Every team will have a team leader and a vice team leader. So basically vice team leader is just same as team leader and is supposed to be acting as a team leader if the team leader is not present or is becoming inactive or something can happen, right? So vice team leader and team leader have almost the same responsibilities, just that vice team leader is supposed to be like acting team leader when the time comes, right? And managing things with team leader, right? Okay, now what is a batch leader? Batch leaders are some people who will be managing multiple teams. And these all peoples, everybody, right? Batch leader, team leader, vice team leader, everyone else also, or everyone is just students like you as well, right? Everybody is contributing to the whole initiative that we have taken, and this is how we'll be going through that part in the last as well. But these students will be coming and checking if things are working fine in your team or not, right? Batch leaders will have multiple teams under them. If there is a problem with your team leader or vice team leader, or your team is not working well for you, if you're having any concerns, then you will be reaching to your batch leaders, right? You will be introduced to your batch leaders and team leader batch leaders. Once you have created your team and your team is assigned a batch leader, they will come to you, they will come and like have a conversation if things are going fine on a weekly or a bi-weekly basis. They will be checking if your team is active enough, if things are working well for your team. All these things they'll be checking out. Okay. Somebody also asked if there will be certificate given after the course. Definitely yes. I'll take that question right now. But there are other questions also which I just copy pasted in my list, and we'll be answering all these questions after the session, right? Okay. So again, once again saying that this is for Hindi and English both, right? Both of these languages will be used on a daily basis. So hopefully you are comfortable in that. But some of these sessions, some of the doubt session or some of the Discord sessions that we have will probably we can like keep them in English also. We don't have any issues. Okay. So that's all in terms of terminology. And one of the most common questions, because I don't want to even wait for this question for everyone to understand, is that can I join? I am coming from XYZ background or something. Everybody can join, right? The only prerequisite is that you understand both of these languages, Hindi and English, and you know a little bit of maths, like 11, 12th level maths. So hopefully everybody qualifies into that category. And you're coming from any background, it's of no consequence for us, right? In 10th math is also just fine. So don't worry too much about it. What is absolutely required from your end is commitment of time, and that's a non-negotiable. And we have set a bar much higher in comparison to other courses maybe. We need at least 15 to 20 hours from your side per week, right? That would count as around 4 hours or 5 hours of time on the days when the class is, right? If you can give that much time, that's the best thing. If you cannot, then there will be like you'll develop a little bit of backlog, because every day will be giving you some assignments which are supposed to be completed, and you will be marked on those things, right? If you do not complete them, then you will be pulled out of these things, right? All the like or more details about these things, about how much you get time to complete your backlog, all those things we can discuss them in later, um, in more detail later, right? But from our side, we'll not, this is something which is one more non-negotiable. One is that you have to give time, two is that you have to perform as well, right? If you're facing issues, we'll be there with you at every step, right? You need help in doubts, you need help if there are problems, then uh, there are a lot of dedicated text channels in our Discord server, and you can go through that. How do you actually navigate? All the text channels have a name, and according to that name, you can know that okay, what kind of a chat is going to happen in this text channel, right? So in that part, there will be some text channel dedicated for help only, right? In course doubts, if you have DSA doubts, if you have group doubts, or you want to reach out to community members, whatever form, but there will be different text channels associated with different things. You can just check out the Discord part, right? So these things we have already associated. If you are facing any issues, then the best way to reach to us would be the Discord channel, right? You can just tag @admin, and if you're having any issues, you other people will come and help you out. And @moderators is also another tag that you can use on Discord to reach to us as well, on our Discord server, where there are other 14,000, more than 14,000 people who will be working with you in this whole course, right? The bootcamp. That's it. Vedansh, can you now share the whole process where batch leader, team leader, and vice team leader fill in where does the group comes in, and where does the Scrum comes in, and like how to join, and how do we actually implement peer learning part?
All right. So students, like if you look in the first comment, Like if you haven't subscribed to the course, like if you haven't signed up for the course, you can go on the sign up link and sign up. As soon as you sign up for the website, you will see a form, and you can fill that form to sign up for the course. If you have signed up for the course, the second step which you have to do is to join the Discord community. And on the website, you would see a way to connect your website with your Discord, which is a mandatory step. After you have done that, you are good to go. And now you can choose your group, start interacting in Discord, and try to see which group is the best fit for you. And once you identify, you can join a group and start learning. So there are other aspects to that. Like we would like every one of you all, like so good colleges, or if you look at every top college is run by your students, and that is what we are aspiring to be, like a very extensive learning environment and a very top college type of learning environment for everyone. And so we want all of you, like those who have 1 hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours in a week to contribute, you should come back and say, like, I want to be a team leader, I want to be a batch leader. And we can give you like sufficient responsibility with that. We also have a lot of other ways in which you can contribute or collaborate and build your own college and communities. We will be starting with multiple clubs and communities here, and we would ask like active participation in those and a lot of fun activities and events, so that you can also explore the creative and the technical side. Like, but yes, to register, once you have done that, you can join the group. We also have a WhatsApp link here, so all the events or and all the notifications will come in WhatsApp. So what happens usually, that Discord notifications sometimes gets very delayed, and you might miss a class or might miss a very important event. Hence, it's very good to be part of one WhatsApp group at least, like just one WhatsApp group, not no at least, just be part of one WhatsApp group of our community, so that you get to know all the events which are happening on a daily basis. All right. Uh, I think there is one more question which has been very which has been about placements and jobs, which I'm seeing from a lot of you. So we are talking to a lot of companies. A lot of companies are interested in hiring the students who are graduating from here. That is, who are completing the 7 months course, who have been active throughout the course, have completed all the assignments. So we will be bringing those companies here in our Discord to interview you, to hire you. And similarly, we'll be doing the very similar thing for internships. So it's not just for jobs. For internships, we will also be having some people who will be working on, like, who usually contribute on very cool open source projects. And if you want, you can also work with them after the course ends. So there is no shortage of opportunities once you complete the course, and we will be introducing you to them, like on a case by case basis, or on a rolling basis once the course starts. By the way, we have also just launched a referral page. If you sign up to the website, you'll see a top uh, right. You'll see a coin. Once you click on that, and if you refer other people, you can earn some coins, which we will be having some fun events and some swags by which you can, which we'll be announcing later,
Right.
by which you
You
can
guys can
use.
redeem your coins in some time. Yeah.
All right. I think one part, we are trying to build a virtual college which is run by the students, and we really want you to not look at it as just being a part of the course or just doing the course. We want your active engagement, we want your opinions, we want your feedback, and very critical feedback. That's totally okay for us. We want to build the best learning experience together. So that is something which I think, if one thing you are taking away from this, that is the one thing which you should take away. All right. I think let's get started with the questions which have been coming. We are open for AMAs.
Yes, I have written a few questions as well, and if now you need more questions, if you ask more questions, that is also fine. Just let me increase a little bit more delay in slow mode. So now you guys can put one message per minute so that we can focus on things, and that should be fine. Yes. Okay. Okay. So, Vedansh, one of the questions that we got is upon certificates. I've already told that certificates will be given to every student. Yes. Um, about semester exams, Vedansh, a lot of people said that my semester exams are coming at this point, and how will I cope up in the whole 7 months if I have to take a break or something? How do we deal with that?
So students, like what you have seen, like in engineering, every semester you will have three exams. So every time we run a 6 months course, you would have at least two or three exams in those 6 months, you know. So what we have in the course is we will be adding breaks in between. Like we have a weekend break, we have a Wednesday break, and even in between courses, we'll be having breaks. So what all you can do, like if you develop some backlogs, we would ask you to cover those backlogs in those breaks. And initially, the course will be going slowly. Like for the first 7 8 days, we'll be focusing on Python, which somebody who's really curious, really like fighting, like can complete in a day or two. So these things will help you cover the course. The course is intense and will require, as Kshitiz said, 15 to 20 hours every week from your side. But what we are looking out is like if you want, like you can cover those backlogs, and we will be taking. You can let us know like why you have the backlog and till when do you plan to complete them, so that we will not remove you from a particular group until a reasonable time. And even after the suppose 2 or 3 weeks you have a reasonable amount of backlog, then we will be bound to take action. All right. So exams are totally fine, they will be coming and going. It is up to you who has to keep up with learning, take that break, study for the exams, come back refreshed, and then go deep dive into the course, complete your backlogs. All
Correct.
right.
One
And
question that I saw in the chat, and I think somebody might be thinking about it. Group join नहीं करें तो चलेगा. That was the question. Um, yes, it will work. Most of our systems will not fail, but definitely this course quality, you will not experience the best course quality that we are trying to give to you. And we are trying to tell you that there is no deficiency of content on online already, right? There's no. I'm not saying that there's no better content somewhere or something, right? So the whole point of getting into this boot camp, right? When boot camps work, then the best thing about them is that you're working with other people, and it significantly puts an advantage on your journey. So I would strongly recommend not to do that, but yes, you can take that path as well. Most of the people who will be starting, it'll be the course would be so intense. If you don't have friends, if you don't have a little bit of support from the community side, then it'll be very hard for you. Yes.
exactly.
Courses, as the boot camp exactly is of zero cost, right? Somebody's asking for the fees. Somebody was asking what's in it for you guys. Vedansh, would you want to take this question? What's in for us?
So I think it's a slightly longer answer, but see what we understood that right education or a right boot camp or the right way of learning is something which which isn't scalable and not profitable, right? When we look at it, like boot camps usually have two models. They either filter 99 95% of the students, or if you look at the other, like the MOOCs or Coursera's or Udemy's, we see a 4 to 5% completion rates. So what we are looking here is to provide you a complete, like, is to provide a way in which everybody who wants to be a developer can become a developer, and there is something for everyone. Those who have studied programming, those who have built good projects, they are literally able to level up and target some of the top companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Flipkart, Slice, all of that. And those who are just starting out can also come in and in those 7 months become really good developers. So hence to provide that experience, we are going at like zero cost. That you all can experience the peer learning, you all can experience a very great learning experience, which I think is the most important part of any college or for you to upskill yourself. Like motivation, we think is very overrated. And if you have the right learning culture, if you don't have to, pressurize your mind to wake up every day at 4 a.m. and say कि नहीं आज मैं 4 बजे उठ के पढ़ूंगा नहीं. So our idea is that have the time, you have the learning environment, and to provide that, we are going for like the free cost, because we want everybody to become a software developer, those who want to, and become, financially, like financial freedom is something which is very, very close to our heart, and we want you to become financially independent in that way.
Yes.
All right.
Um, all the steps to
Before
join the course are given in the description. I have just added a link to a Notion document as well, in which we have explained how do you join a group, because this is one question that we are getting again and again in the chat. This question is like completely elaborated. How do you join a group if you are doing this step, then that step, everything from stepwise thing. It is already given in that part. And also after that, we expect some people will still face some issue somewhere or the other. You'll have your own concerns. If you have any concerns regarding Discord or groups, then you can reach out to us. If you're having issues, probably on groups part, majorly some people are saying that they're not able to join groups, or how do I join a group randomly? What do I have to do? So for all that part, firstly, go through the document that I just put in the description right now, and after that, if you're still having some issues, then you can there's a course doubts named text channel on our Discord. You can reach out to us over there also, and somebody from our team will definitely help. One thing I wanted to tell everyone, they should be knowing this, is that we have an intro call that happens every day at 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. I think the timing might change a little bit because of the class, but the intro calls at least twice a day will keep on happening throughout this whole phase, right? So right now
yes.
the intro call VC name right now is intro 4 p.m. 9 p.m. something something, right? So when if the time changes, you'll see that okay, the time is also updated in the name itself, so you don't have to worry. Any day if you have any issues, we will be going through all of this again as many times if it is required, right? More people might be joining very soon. So all this, if they want to check it out, they can check it out from intro calls. Also, you can attend it on any time, right? That's also fine. Will there be a boot camp next time also? Yes, this is one question that I wanted to discuss, and this is similar to another question that was, will you be providing job assistance after 3 years, as I am in first year right now? So the answer is that we definitely want to, and this is a very big experiment that we are running in, right? Zero cost thing, and entire 7 months of intense mentorship, personalized, and lot of customization is also there. So we will be running this um, course for you guys this time, and hoping for really great results. Um, there might be some differences in the upcoming courses. We might have to change a little bit of format also. We might have to go through a few changes. So from our side, we definitely want to support that, but for something as a term support in job assistance and all those things, that will be like putting an announcement very soon about things for that long, right? 3 years is a very long time. Yeah, right. So what will you do in intro call? Is it required to attend? No, it is not required to attend. It is basically going to give you an introduction to entire thing that we are doing. It is mostly not that needed for anyone who has seen this video. But if you are facing any issues going through your group things, and if you're facing any issues navigating through Discord, then you can just join that call and they will explain you with all, they will clear all your doubts, right? Okay. Can I change my group? Mine is inactive. All these questions, there will be like 10, 20, 30 more questions, very important ones. Just ask all these questions. If they're not answered in the Notion doc, just ask these questions in course doubts, and we will like come to you and reply to that message on Discord as soon as possible. Right? Yeah.
I think, let's like, I think there were some questions on the in the beginning, which is like people asking about the course fees. Yes, it's totally free. Group doubts, yes. Any issues with the group, just ask. Like any issues with the tech, your group coming unauthorized, you might be part of one more group, all of that. Just ask on the bugs channel on Discord. Else, we'll also be doing an engineering 2 hours, like where the entire tech team will be coming and talking to you all so that all your doubts are resolved at that moment. We will announce it very, very soon. All right.
Right.
Will you give holiday festivals like Friday, like Diwali, Navratri? So Diwali and Holi and like some prominent festivals of in India, we would be doing that. But yeah, uh, others like we have a lot of festivals, especially like different for different regions.
Right.
Like yeah. So some of them, yes. Uh, how will you distribute the teams? We would like you to join a group. You know, there are options of joining a random group or joining a group which you like based on the times that suit your will and based on like your language and all of the other factors, like if you are a working professional or if you're a student. But if that is like not the case, you can just join a random. And we would be merging the groups, but we won't be adding you to a group. You have to go there and join first. So yes, which front-end framework? React, mostly React. We would not be focusing a lot on RDBMS, Computer Networks OS. Like some parts of database and SQL, we would be covering. Similarly, some parts of networking usually gets covered, like the very basic part in one of the backend classes, but not too deep into that because most of the companies, when they are looking out for people who can code on day one.
Hmm.
And we really like we will be giving you some of the resources for you to manage and build one or two cool projects if you want or in a hackathon, but we won't be covering that in the course.
Yes, and in the course,
Uh,
I will be, and the other teachers will probably be going into a Hindi and English mix only. Personally, I would be taking classes majorly in Hindi, right? And in doubt sessions, if people would ask me to take it in English, I don't have any problem. But I personally feel that I'll be able to explain you in a much better sense if we talk in some the language we are more comfortable in, right? Yeah. Can I join multiple groups? No, you cannot join multiple groups. One group will be enough of work for you because joining group is not just joining group. Joining group basically means that you'll be connecting with them on a daily basis, right? As Vedansh was explaining, it'll be helping those group of 10, 15 students and taking help from them also, making a lot of good friends over there. So joining a group, no, you can only join one group, but definitely you'll get a lot of time to socialize with more than just your team. You'll find a lot of things happening in the server. Hackathons, sessions, industry experts will be coming from a lot of domains beyond the course, also, right? Crypto to finance to ethical hacking. All these concepts have already been started. We have been doing that, but more things will be happening on the daily basis. Just want to tell you this thing is that you think that all these things are being arranged from our side. We are just managing things. It is just students like you, people like you who are working with us right now. They are spending a little bit of time onto these things. I don't look into the events part, right? Personally, there is a team of students only who talk to a lot of LinkedIn people and they invite them to come over here. So I'm just trying to motivate you as well. Come with a feeling of contributing into the community as well. That would help the course. That would help you also become a part of it more intrinsically. So it's important. Will you create group to complete assignments? Yes, these are two different things. Assignments on a daily basis will be given for every class that you attend. The class will be starting from 8:30. It'll end by 10 or 10:30. Just after the class ends, I will be there in the Discord channel. If you have any doubts which are unresolved, right? In the very beginning, we had some question that how will we be communicating with the teacher, right? So for that part, once the class is covered, I probably will be having a similar thing like right now we have in the chat. I'll be going through the doubts as many times as possible in the live session. But after that, we'll move forward. If you still have doubts, right after the class ends, I will be there in Discord. So that is why it is very advantageous for you if you cover the class when it's going live, right? The feeling of covering a live class versus the feeling of doing a recorded video is worlds apart. So I would highly recommend you do not miss the classes on usual basis. if it rarely happens sometimes, that is fine, but try to attend these classes as much as possible, right? How many projects will be building? At least 10 projects are mandatory, and there will be more projects on weekly basis. We'll be having hackathons and all those sessions. You can do those as well, but it's optional, right? Class only in English, no, it'll be a mix, right? For that, this time we have gone through this. There will be another course. We'll be launching another one for English basis only, but that's yet to be announced. Yes. Okay. On which platform classes will happen? Classes will happen just like this. Like it will be a YouTube video only. The links will be given to you on the platform, on WhatsApp, on Discord when the live class starts. Curriculum for that particular class will be given to you like 1 or 2 days before the class, that you can, if you want to go through a little bit of topics by yourself before we start the class. You'll already know what are the questions for these class, what are the topics that we are going to cover for this class. You'll have all this information with you, right? So which language will you use in DSA? Python. Python is very easy. You go through Python not to understand Python, but you go through Python because you want to understand DSA as easily, as fast as possible. After that, once you know DSA in one language, going to another language does not change the concepts of DSA. Only the implementations of the DSA part changes from language to language. So it shouldn't take more than 2-3 weeks if you want to go on to some other language. You can take the course very well in some other language if you are already very comfortable in some other language. I would highly recommend that you learn Python. It will take not more than 1.5 week for me to go through the Python basics. As I said, it will move at a good pace as things. So it would add one more language to your inventory of skills, right? So you shouldn't be worried about that, right? Um,
I think
do you mean
there was
syntax change? Syntax and implementation. Implementation, there's slight change in implementation also at places, but yes, syntax only. Yeah, you can take it like this. OTP not coming for Discord. Discord has a lot of issues. Okay, there are bugs in Discord internally also. There will be problems even if everything is working. You might face a few problems here and there. For that part, you can like connect with other people and see how this is working out well. Just the only part is that once you are done with connecting to Discord and it's available, you have downloaded it on your PC and mobile, you have logged in on both sides, right? Do that if you haven't done that, because you will be connecting with all your peers, everything through Discord only, right? लेकिन सर मुझे पाइथन तो आती नहीं, मैं डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स कैसे करूँगा? तो पाइथन सिखाएंगे ना दोस्त, टेंशन नहीं लेनी। वो बिल्कुल स्क्रैच से इसलिए शुरू हो रहा है। नो फिल्ट्रेशन, नो एक्सपेक्टेशंस इन टर्म्स ऑफ व्हाट यू ऑलरेडी नो वेयर यू कम फ्रॉम, right? The only expectation is how much time you can give and how you contribute to the community, and that is something you should do, right? Everybody is giving back, and that is how this course, how this boot camp is made possible. Without the help of all the people who are working with us as volunteers all the time, it is not possible to run something like this. We can't even imagine doing something like this, right? My role, you might think that we are doing it. We are just small parts of this. We're managing things, we are making things easy for you guys, but you guys are actually the ones who are running things out, right? Okay.
I think there were some questions around I think Kshitiz, can you also check if we can enable everyone to chat? Because I wasn't able to. I was a subscriber, but I wasn't able to add like a message, so
Right.
everyone can message.
The only
And
problem
I
is
checked
that people have issues in
the chat, right? Yeah,
spamming, right? So spamming wala
yeah.
shuru na ho, bas hopefully baki it's fine. There are
ठीक है. I
bots
think
running on YouTube that make your life hell when you don't put them on subscriber mode. But yes, I have switched it off for now. Let's see how things are going. So I'm
which
all
project we covered?
yeah.
Just yeah, which projects we covered in the course? 6 to 7 front-end projects, from the basic, from games to building something like a full-fledged Gmail or a full-fledged e-commerce app, depending on like every course we try to switch up and bring new projects so that it's fun. But yes, so something like that. And similarly in backend, we will be starting with like very basic coding calendar or something like that, and going up to like an e-commerce Gmail or something very similar.
How do
Yeah,
I get
Discord has
session
been.
details? This is a very important question. Everything will be posted on WhatsApp and Discord. Discord being the secondary mode of transmitting notifications for us, but on WhatsApp, every day you will get your notifications for what class is happening, what is going to be done in this class, what will be the assignment for this class, and for the videos also, which are being recorded. Like this is a live video, and everybody can watch it once this is complete. There will be live streams also, which should be available after like a half an hour or 1 hour of processing, because these videos will be long, right? Even if I try to promise you, most of the classes will be a little bit above 1.5 hourly, even if I try to do things. So we'll go into so
Also,
much detail that it'll require that much time. All these things will be available to you if you are connected with us on Discord, on WhatsApp. Everything else is just something that you'll there will be a
yeah,
like I'll give you a long message in of all the things that you have to do to connect with the classes before on Sunday around that time. So you should be good, right? Yeah.
also everything, all your live classes, all your questions will be on the website as well. So you will be able to watch the videos, to answer all the questions, your scrums, everything will happen on the website. So you can just follow it from there. Like once you're coming back and you have to go back to a last lecture, you can just use the website for all the past activity. We will be updating everything on the website as soon as the class starts. All
Yes.
right. Every questions, even the assignments and the questions covered in the class.
राइट
All right.
समबडी हैज आस्क्ड इफ कि सर 2 महीने में प्लेसमेंट है तो अभी लैंग्वेज स्विच करना ठीक रहेगा। पहली बात यार, प्लेसमेंट के लिए प्रिपरेशन जो है ना, ये कोर्स इससे ज़्यादा छोटा नहीं हो सकता। हाउ वी आर ऑप्टिमाइजिंग योर टाइम फॉर द नेक्स्ट 7 months, it's next to impossible for you to do it by yourself. There will be a lot of things you'll be learning, and don't be in a rush right now. Don't think that you want to get the results just after the 2 months. Don't think in that direction. But switching language right now will not be a problem at all. If you are comfortable in other languages also, if you can find the alternatives by yourself and take the community help if you get stuck somewhere using your own language, you will be able to navigate through the course without any issues. But without that being said, I would highly recommend you learn Python. It is very easy, right? You'll be like enabled to do so many things so fast when you're trying to develop something for yourself. So it's a good thing that you should know Python, and it's very easy also, right? You don't try to compare it with the C++ because the learning curve is very, very simple, right? Learning curve in C++ is it takes quite a lot of time. It will take a semester of time for you to understand all these things. But Python is very easy. We will go through that quickly. Yes. Will you give us lead code question links? Yes, some very few questions will be given on LeetCode or any external platform. Most of the questions that we'll be going through will be done on our platform itself, right? We'll be going through them, but there will be some questions which are very important, and we are still yet to support some forms of questions which are good but very common also, right? So I'll definitely be giving you going through all these questions as well. If it is required to be done on LeetCode, we'll be doing it on LeetCode. Otherwise, we'll be doing it on our platform, right? Yeah.
And we
सर
groups
कुछ
in
नहीं आता
between the
हमें,
group.
हाँ हमें पता है, तभी तो यहाँ पे आए हो ना, राइट? तो डोंट वरी
Actually,
टू मच अबाउट इट, एंड जॉब्स के बारे में सोचना भूल जाओ अभी इस टाइम पे। पूरा फोकस सिर्फ और सिर्फ कोर्स पे रखो, राइट? ज़्यादा एकदम खुद को ओवर प्रिपेयर भी नहीं करना है, वरना उसमें भी बहुत एनर्जी वेस्ट हो जाता है। यू डोंट हैव टू गो थ्रू दैट पार्ट ऑल्सो, राइट? डोंट डू दैट। Where can we practice Python? You can practice. I'll give you all the resources, right? Let the course start, and I'll give you all the resources if you need, right? Don't worry, abhi se. Can we submit assignments in languages other than Python? Yes, we have support for C, C++, and Java. Any other language right now, Vedansh?
so
Do we
C,
have
C++,
JavaScript
Java.
also?
Yes, we have JavaScript support also.
Okay, C, C++, Python, and JavaScript, right? So you can choose any language. So C, C++ is basically the same code almost. Um,
Where
can
to
we get recorded
communicate with
lectures? You will get recorded lectures. I'm repeating this part. So yeah.
Yeah, just 1 second. I think there's a lot of people who are asking how to communicate with group members, and they also ask between. So you can join a group on the website. Once you join, you will see a text channel and voice channel on Discord on your name, like of the group name, which will be just visible to your group members and not to everyone else. If you are not able to see that group in the main Discord server, you will receive a message from us on Discord, and also a mail. Check your promotions tab. that your group might be in the second Discord server. All right. And also on the group page on the website, you will see a link that if your Discord group is in the second server, you can join that, and you will be able to see a private group, a private text channel, and a private voice channel, which you can join to talk to people. Uh, right? I think that would solve all your problems. If still you are facing any problems, feel free to join course docs.
राइट सो
And
थोड़ा सा मैं इस पार्ट को एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूँ ये सेकंड डिस्कॉर्ड चैनल वाला सीन जो है आई थिंक सम पीपल विल बी हैविंग सम इश्यूज इन दैट पार्ट तो व्हेन वी स्टार्टेड द कोर्स वी वर लाइक नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग दिस मच traffic and people to come up, and we wanted to support, but we thought that it will be less. But because we got an overwhelming response from students and their side, and a lot of people created their teams. हमारे यहाँ पे क्या प्रोसीजर है इसका? Once you want to create your team, you go to the website and create your team or join a team, right? As soon as you create or join a team, that team text channel and voice channel is made and created and is made visible to you. But there's a limit of how many text channels and voice channels one Discord server can handle. So what we had to do is that whenever you are joining a team or creating a team, there will be a new Discord channel that we have created just for the group purposes and Scrum purposes, all those things. So you will be given the link to join that Discord group community as well. So there is one Discord main community where everything else will be happening, all the hackathon sessions. If you're trying to communicate with anyone socially, that all that will be happening on the main Discord channel, Discord community or Discord server, you want to call it that way. There is another Discord community that we are creating. Its name is what's the name for Discord?
Devsnest Community 2.0.
Yes, Devsnest Community 2.0. Yes, for that, for if you create your own team, you will be asked to join that community, the platform, and then after that, you will have like two Discord servers to actually look for notifications around your group. There will be the second one and the first one for everything else, the major generic stuff, right? So don't get confused into this. Once you understand this whole part, it will not be that difficult, right? Can I change group? Yes, you can change group. Can I manage college and this course simultaneously? Of course, but some part of it will be dependent upon you. You have to say it for yourself. Is it something that you can manage? It will require 4 hours from your side. The worst case is that you are not able to do it. You cannot give that much time on a daily basis. For that part, you will have um, your leaves, right? So if you create a backlog on Monday and Tuesday, you have to cover it. We give Wednesday as a leave for you to cover that part up. If you have a backlog for Thursday, Friday, or the entire week, then you can cover it over the weekend as well. Do not create really big backlogs. We'll be moving very fast. So if you miss a like 3-4 classes, then we have moved quite like ahead. So just try not to make a lot of backlogs. Yes, ठीक है, backlogs ज़्यादा नहीं बनाना. That should help you get things done.
So I think one question which we got, yes, the course will be in Hindi and English because I think the learning is much better in a local language, and hence we're targeting that. We would join one week. We should start another course in a couple of like in some time in English, which like we do not have a date for that, but in the next 3-4 months, we might be able to come up with a date of the next course, which will be in totally in English.
Correct.
So
There will be a lot of issues. I see some people having issues in Discord. You can just, if you're able to connect Discord, then you should attend 1 or 2 intro calls if you are having a lot of issues in that, but that should get resolved by then only, right? Will we teach ML? Not in the part of this course or the scope of this video, but no, we do not have any plans of doing that part right now. But you'll have some sessions on ML experts given by ML experts and other people on our Discord community, and there will be a lot of other domains also that we'll be exploring through industry experts coming from Google, Facebook, and other good companies. They will be helping you through things and how do you actually become something. You'll get a lot of knowledge beyond the course in this part as well. Okay. So it's not in
all
English, yes.
It's not totally like you said Hindi,
Mix.
English.
It's a mix right now.
All right. I think we have answered most of these
Ah,
questions. I think there was some in between, which is so if you're not from engineering background, that's totally fine. You can come and you can. The course is totally from scratch. You would be able to cover it. All right. Second server link, we will post it in the main Discord link, but it is mostly for people who have a group there. All the activities will happen on the main server, which I think everybody has the link for that. No, we have to use Discord for that. So just we cannot remove, we cannot move away from Discord. You can either learn it, like it's your choice there. Uh, so for the internships and jobs, we are still talking to the companies. The last year most of the students were placed when we reached out to the companies. So like the students who are placed in the companies, those companies are very open to coming to talk to you all and like for the internships and the job purpose. But the companies whom we weren't able to provide candidates to because of the early placement and the high success rate, we would be talking to them from September or from August and September to start talking and interacting with you all, which is after 2 to 3 months into the course. All the assignments will be submitted on the website. Yes. So we will be especially for DSA, you will be able to just go there and on your Scrum, you'll be automatically able to see if you have done the assignment or not. Yes. All right.
yes.
So that depends on the companies, the PPO and everything, that depends on the companies.
Mhm.
Yes. So
ठीक है.
what is best for freshers, startups, or anything? I think we are going in a slightly different direction. We can cover all of that. My personal belief is like mid-tier startups or something which is like very beneficial for you all. Somebody like a Series A, Series B startup for a fresher. But yes, I think to each their own. Uh, we can in another video or in another session we can cover the pros of each of that for early A startup, mid-tier startup, or an MNC. Like what are the benefits? What you'll be learning? What you'll be leaving behind? We will be giving certificates for all the modules, be it DSA, be it frontend, or be it backend, right? Yes,
Doubts
everything
will
that
be doubts will be covered in majorly Python only. Support from community side, and some people will definitely be there for Java and C++ and other languages also. But officially, we'll be supporting Python right now only. Yeah.
I think that's it. We are very happy. So uh, I think let's conclude the session now.
Yes. Right.
Uh, yes. So as said, we are very excited for you all to join in and start the course. It's starting on 20th evening. We have the very first class, and from that, like there won't be any stopping till the next 7 months. We are very happy. Let's go out there and let's like we want you all to become great software developers.
Absolutely. I will see you at 8 p.m. on Monday, 20th of June. Right. Hopefully, you are prepared and as excited as I am to connect with you guys. Right. Thank you everyone for joining in today, and I'll connect later. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.